Mellon, DM fitness, day trading. With the life that you have now, they probably wouldn't guess your story.
I come from nothing. Many bad hands dealt to me growing up. Made a lot of mistakes. So you come from somewhere that's less fortunate doesn't mean you can't make anything for yourself.
All those sort of traumas that you went through, do you feel like they follow you even during luxury and success?
Bro, the demons are always going to be there. Now my traumas are my strengths. It was actually a journey of healing to me. That feeling of actually connecting with someone, earning their trust, having them open up and be vulnerable. Started to give me a sense of purpose and self-worth there, bro.
From building the fitness app into a whole new sector, what sort of got you into it?
9 months ago, I started copy trading with one of my boys. Within 2 months, I'd started getting friends into it. I started getting my clients from my fitness business into it. So I started a community and it just started blowing up. March, I made over 500K. I could jump in a trade right now, in all honesty, probably make $1,000 just by looking at the charts. Should I do that?
No. Bro, what did Dubai teach you?
It taught me that New Zealand is like a failing small business and they are like a corporate business that's leading.
Do you feel like you still struggle now?
If I could have one moment of your time. Most of you guys listening or watching do not subscribe to the channel. The simple and easiest way to help and support us is to subscribe. It helps us get the guests that you guys want, and it gives us a more opportunity to grow this thing to where we want to take it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the episode. Kia ora.
Mellon, welcome to the Modern Show, brother.
Oh man, thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me.
All day. D, if someone was to meet you today with the life that you have now, they probably wouldn't guess your story.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the one thing about your past that you think people should know first?
I come from nothing. I grew up a normal Kiwi life in a town with about 2,000 people. I had many bad hands dealt to me growing up. Made a lot of mistakes. Just because you've made mistakes or you come from somewhere that's less fortunate doesn't mean that you can't make anything for yourself. Doesn't mean that you can't survive them and come out better on top. And that's where I am now.
Those were necessary.
Necessary. I said this recently. If everything that I've been through in my life happened because it was to get me to where I am today, I'm grateful for it. No regrets. All the traumas, all the struggles, everything I've been through.
Did you have like a rock bottom sort of moment?
I've had multiple of them in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Rock bottom, going around in the loop, stuck in a loop, going around in circles, making the same mistakes.
Who or what helped sort of pull you out of those environments or lifestyles or situations? Or was it all self-driven?
Changing the environment, that's key. So, I mean, coming to Auckland was the most transformative thing for me, coming to a super city. I guess where I put my attention is what has helped me change and grow. People I've surrounded myself with. I couldn't pinpoint anyone exactly, but it's been the experience of wanting to do better and be better and looking to positive role models. You know, I had a lot of health issues. I had a series of health issues, which forced me to go in. So, yeah, I guess you could say going into the health and fitness industry is what's got me here and here, mental and physical. Tapping in. I mean, I had heart attacks when I was 26.
Wow.
And that forced me to go into health. I had really low self-esteem. I suffered from all of the common issues most people do. The anxiety, the depression, the addiction, the common things that just this world basically gives us. Going into health, working on my confidence, meeting people through that, showing up and helping other people, and then that experience I had within myself, the opportunities that come my way, the more that I got that, the more that I put in, the more I got out, the more that people came in, the further I got into that health thing. You know, it went from cheat codes and how I look to gut health, internal health, mindset, career, having people come to me that are like, bro, like, I see the life you come from. Now you're doing this, like, I want that, or can you help me? It's like, yeah, bro, sweet. Let's jump on a call. Let's unpack the layers of what got you to where you are today and then figure out how we're going to navigate out of it. Let's focus on internal health. Let's focus on the pillars of your health, gut health, hormones, immunity, your belief system, your self-love. 5 things that barely anybody in the industry talks about that are probably the most important 5 things for people's health and their transformation. I've just continued to evolve and just continue to want more and more and more. And that's just helped me grow, bro.
DM Fitness NZ, that was your online fitness app?
Yeah.
Was that sort of like was that more important for you to help others, or do you think it was something for you to learn and help yourself first?
First of all, I already knew because I'd exposed myself to people that had made a life out of it. So I knew, cool, this is going to help me design my lifestyle. This is going to keep me focusing on my health, generating money, most importantly, helping people. It got to the point there where I started to realize, well, this is a journey of my own growth. So it was actually a journey of healing to me. Now, and then it became a point where I was focused on just helping people, helping a scale of people, that fulfillment, that feeling of actually connecting with someone, earning their trust, having them open up and be vulnerable, and knowing that they're influenced by me and what I know. That was like a level of care and responsibility I start to carry. Started to give me a sense of purpose and self-worth there, bro.
What role did that have on your own transformation? You talked a lot about the physicality side of things. What about more like mentally and emotionally as well?
Helped me realize my strengths as a leader, someone that goes into the darkness and helps other people navigate out of it, guiding people.
Yeah.
Having them feel heard, respected, and not judged as well.
Welcome to the Mellons Show first ad break. For anyone who is wanting to go on a new journey, learn a new skill, we have started our basic beginners boxing fundamentals course. For anyone, if it's your first time, if you're a seasoned member, this is the course for you in the boxing space or fitness space. Click the link below or go to onlineboxingtraining.com and I'll see you guys there. Let's get to mahi, eh? And you've sort of transferred all of those lessons from building the fitness app into a whole new sector, right?
Yeah.
Day trading now.
Yeah, day trading. So,
Bro, how did that journey sort of come about and what sort of got you into it?
man, that was September last year. So what are we, 6 months in? 9 months ago, I started copy trading with one of my boys. He told me 2 years before that to get into it. And I was like, yeah, one day I'll get into it. Started doing it, and within a few days, I was like, well, this is how people make money? What the fuck? So I went all in on that. And then within 2 months, I'd started getting friends into it. I started getting my clients from my fitness business into it. And everybody was winning. And I was like, okay, mean. So I started a community on the 6th of December. And it just started blowing up. People started coming in. I was like, I'm going to take my coaching formula and my format of building out education, building out guidance, support, and bring that into the community. And within 6 months, we've grown to almost 1,000 people. Support team, onboarding team, staff. I've got a team of traders making tons of money, thousands and thousands of dollars. If anybody checks my social media, it's all over it.
Bro, I think that's another thing that most people are unaware of is how fast it's happened. 9 months. And your life has changed drastically in that period of time.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is the most common myth about day trading that you wish people knew or even unlearned?
Well, I think the one thing that people, and I was one of these people myself, they think is it's a scam. You see someone like myself, or you see these other people on the internet, and they're going, get into day trading, blah, 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 Rolex, Lamborghini. Bro, I've created this community in a way where there's full transparency. It's the only trading community on the planet with an open community chat where people can speak freely. I've basically designed this in a way to eliminate the whole scam factor out of it for people. I've built out an onboarding process. I built out a support team. When they're in the onboarding process, they learn about what day trading is. They learn how to manage risk, which is the number one pillar of trading. And they learn how to execute, how to follow signals.
And so it's something you mentioned, the word that comes to my mind is like the volatility of it, right? The emotional sort of roller coaster of wins and losses.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that emotional roller coaster?
I don't even feel it anymore.
Yeah.
I've had weeks, and I should say this first, risk management is everything. Risk management and your lot sizes is key. If you don't follow the risk management plan, if you don't use the correct lot sizes, most importantly, if you don't have the recipe right, you're winning more trades than you're losing, you're never going to lose your investment. I've had weeks where, I made over 500K. 23 days I made that. And it was my whole community was following, watching. I was putting it on socials, like all the social proof and evidence was there showing it was a live account. None of this demo BS crap, Look at my trades. It's not real money. This is real money.
Wow.
But anyway, I've had times where I've made every mistake that I could have made, even in the beginning. I put 400 USD in within just under 3 weeks. I turned that into 3,300 USD. From there, I built that up to 8,200 USD. Then I was like, oh man, this is it, bro. Like I'm almost 20K NZ up. Boom! I start thinking I'm this hero trader, wake up next day, all gone, minus 200. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, we'll sell the vehicle and put 25K USD in. Within a month, I turned the 25K USD into over 100,000. And I'd been following risk management. I had been doing everything exactly what I teach everyone else like. And then I got a little bit carried away one night. I go, oh yeah, let's just make some money. I won't lose it all. Then I just overtraded. I completely threw risk management out the window. No discipline. Woke up 2 days later after sitting in the reds for a couple of days. It's like, no, minus 60,000 USD. This can't be happening. Donald Trump does an announcement. I literally woke up at about 4:30 in the morning. I was like, oh yeah, it'll go down soon. And I was lying there and I was like, maybe I should check it. I checked it and I was in a cell and I looked at the charts and the candle was just going up, 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 up. And I was like, no, 80,000, 90,000. Boom, my whole account was blown. And I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. So I rolled over and I fell asleep for the day. Now I really need to enforce all of these things I'm telling people to do. Risk management. That's when I built out my copy trading for dummies course.
Yeah.
And I realized, okay, I've blown everything, but I've done it. I've got the recipe right. I've got people in my network that are hundreds of millions up from this. That's a cheap mistake that I've made in the scheme, in the long run of how much money can be made. So then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. You can put crypto into your trading account. So I went into my Bitcoin wallet, my Trezor, and I chucked 100K. And since then, bro, it has just been, I could jump in a trade right now, in all honesty, and probably make $1,000 just by looking at the charts. Should I do that? Nah, don't enter. That's another rule. Don't enter trades without a strategy. I've made a few pieces of content where we've been out at a restaurant and I'm like, yeah, film this, bro. And then I'll chuck a lot size of 10 on. And I'm like, I know the market's going to push up. It'll push up like $1. And I'm like, yep, see that? Just made $2,000 waiting for lunch. Boom, out. It's not a good thing to do, but again, that's why when people come in the community, that's why when we take trades, the team does technical analysis. The team does all of that stuff. They look at the bias for the day and they mark out the highs and the lows. They have a really good, they trust exactly where they think the market's going to go, and we stick to the plan.
How has your views on money changed?
Yeah, I love that question, bro. So when I was deep in fitness, obviously I was escaping the matrix. I was living in an incredible property up north, private gated community, Mungawhai, one of the best places in New Zealand. Best people, best access to food, organic, wild wheat breads, spray-free veggies. The local butcher was my bro, my client. He's one of the top butchers in the country, part of the Sharp Blacks. So integrity behind food and people, everything was great. None of this 5G Wi-Fi bullshit everywhere. When I was there, I had this realization, leading up to that, living in this, I was very superficial. I was chasing money. I was focused on cars and Louis Vuitton and gold and all of the things that most of the population focus on. And I was empty inside. When I was up there, I was waking up in the morning at 4:30, thanking the creator, tapping into meditation, affirmations, gratitude, manifestation, breath work, hot and cold therapy, stretching, coaching, I had an outlook on money where I was like, oh, I fucking hate money. It was a negative aspect. Then after working on my health and everything for so long, working on my values and getting to know myself, when the money came back around, I was like, okay, I get it. Money is a tool to experience life. It's a tool for me. It's a tool to experience life, help more people, and buy freedom and time. I'm present in every moment now. if I don't want to work, if I don't want to do anything, I can just throw my cell phone in the ocean. I'm fine. You know what I mean, I don't have to be anywhere on anybody else's time. Me and my partner have the best time together. When I'm with her, the whole world around me is invisible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
How you make money is very important. You know, I was in the scaffolding industry for quite some time, and I had to squeeze every dollar I could out of everyone, overpromise and underdeliver. And that's what a lot of businesses do. Now I have a trading community, so it's different for me. I want to help over 1 million people make money this way from their phone. I want them to experience what I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
Because if I can do this, anyone can.
So it's now, because one of my questions was, what is the mission now? What's bigger than money now?
Yeah.
And is it just to give back or give to your brothers and sisters that are on that journey that you were on 9 months ago?
Now it's honestly like, what I'm doing is I'm scaling my impact to help others, but I'm also getting a financial and a gain here at the same time. That fulfillment of paving that path, opening that door. Every day, bro, I just have an inbox full of gratitude from people. Thank you so much for this opportunity, brother, blah, 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 blah. The odd hater here and there, but like the only reason they're a hater is because they fucked up and didn't follow the rules.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious, man. But just my purpose behind it is to scale and help millions of people. Most importantly, the Kiwis, bro. The Kiwis, the Aussies, my Australasia family. Bro, everyone's been on struggle street, and I coached for over 5 years. I had over 14,000 people, almost 15,000 people come through my space. I have a system with them all logged in it, you know what I mean? The one thing I could never do was help them with money. I could help people with everything, their environment, choosing a better career, better relationship with themselves, health, losing fat, building muscle, repairing relationships, mindset. The list goes on, bro. You name it, I was working on it with someone if I could. Couldn't help them solve their money problems. And then here I was like, I'm getting them into something risky and volatile. So I need to make sure I have a recipe for them where it works. That's just a game changer. I want to see people escape that, what they call the matrix, that simulation where, we go through school, we're nurtured into becoming an amazing worker. The amount of stuff you learn at school is rubbish. I think school is good because it's an environment where your kids can be social and they can learn learn about their creativity and their interests, but 90% of it's rubbish. Imagine if our children were sent to schools, they learned how to raise an animal, how to grow some food, how to operate through love, how to manifest, how to be grateful, how to compliment everyone around them. All of those things make the world a positive place.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, you go into this toxic environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the teachers, bro. Like one of the bros goes into schools and coaches teachers are standing at the gate vaping. They look, they're not even healthy. They're not looking after themselves. Their energy's low. Like, I don't want my kids to be around that. I'd rather homeschool the breathers.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why a lot of parents are doing that now, revolting to that.
Bro. They send their kids to nature school, bro.
Wow.
Most of I had a lot of business owners that, had like a stay-at-home wife or dad, and they'd do homeschooling with the kids 3 or 4 days of the week or 2 days of the week, send the kids to nature school 1 or 2 days, and then send them to real school on the last day of the week.
Oh my God. Well, you mentioned the word manifest as well. Was there a moment when because you manifested the life that you're living now?
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm doing and living and speaking, I manifested this.
But I want to go back to the moment where it all clicked, where you realized like, oh, this is what I've been freaking asking for, praying for.
Yep.
Was there a particular moment that like where that all clicked for you and we're like, this is it. I'm just going to double down and.
Bro, it was when I got to Dubai.
Oh, wow.
I only got back last Monday.
Yeah.
When I was there, and my bro picked me up in his Lambo, and we've been homies for years. He's one of the OGs on the net, fitness and trading and stuff around the world. We were boasting in his Lambo to Benos gym.
Is that Joseph?
Joseph,
yeah bro. Shout out to Joseph, man.
Oh, I manifested this, bro. All these times. I was doing 250 burpees a day at my house, screaming down the phone at people to level up and, man up and do this and that, start focusing on their dreams, blah, blah. There I was like, man, crazy. I'm financially free. I'm stacked. I can make bank anytime I want from anywhere in the world. I've got a beautiful woman that appreciates me. She's loyal. Oh, bro, everything. I'm finally in Benos, Jim. I'm in Dubai. I've got my residency here. I don't have to go anywhere, anytime. I could go buy any vehicle I want right now. Like, I'm living in a multi-million-dollar mini mansion in Taka, you know, like, it's just getting better and better. And honestly, like, those things really, like, although they're experiences and material things and that, like, I don't identify through that. But to get there, it's like, yeah, bro, this is what I wanted. I was watching Wes Watson and Jardos, bro. Fuck, they're goats, man. Wes might have a way of delivering where he's aggressive. People need that. They need Uncle Wes, you know? But I was watching and listening to everything, and it was funny, like, I was going through experiences and being like, whoa. I was thinking about doing exactly this. I was visioning this back when I was listening to them. It's crazy, man.
It works.
Bro, if I got a vivid imagination, when I want something or when I picture something, I have to work on that belief system. So I visualize it as if it's already done. Already done. I go to sleep at night, I'm dreaming of it. You know what I mean? On the plane, Dubai, driving a Brabus 800 with my girl in the passenger seat, taking her to Mina Al Salam, taking her to Atlantis Royale. Fuck, hell of an experience, man.
Because that is the first step though, right? To it all is actually having it so that it becomes part of the subconscious where it just happens automatically.
Yeah, it does, bro. You believe you can do something deep down. That's why meditation and breath work and mindfulness are key. You visualize it, it will happen. You believe you can do something, and you'll start to subconsciously do all the things that's needed to be done to get you there.
Bro, you mentioned Dubai. It's sort of, I feel like everyone's sort of talking about Dubai at the moment. It's known as the hub for success, money, glam, all that sort of stuff. Bro, what did Dubai teach you? I guess about people, about money, maybe even about peace.
Man, there wasn't a moment there when I didn't have a smile on my face. So a lot of people looking in from the outside, they'll see the superficial rat race, flash, money, cosmetics, all this, that, you know? Bro, none of that shit really, like, that was all cool stuff to experience and be a part of, but the essence in that place has a different essence to it. The feeling that you have there, man, I felt uplifted. The culture, people are greeting you with hand on heart, shaking your hand. I'm driving up to the medical center and they come out, they open the doors on each side of the car and valet park the car for you. What did it teach me? It just taught me to be grateful, to keep manifesting, to keep staying true to my beliefs, the path that I'm on, because I'm there living exactly what I manifested 12 months before that.
Were there any negatives?
Nah.
No negatives.
The negatives were that you get Salak fines when you're driving. So the AI camera picked me up holding my phone, GPSing, because I was on a bloody spaghetti junction on the motorway. I sped a few times and got pings for it. But the coolest part about it was I returned the vehicle to the rental company empty, on no gas, and they didn't care. And then they paid every fine that I got. They didn't even care. You go to a company here, they'll send you to Baycorp if you don't fill it up with gas before you return it.
Yeah.
That just cracked me off, yeah. There's an abundance of everything there. It taught me that New Zealand is like a failing small business, and they are like a corporate business that's leading. America's like a corrupt business. The UK is like an old business with heaps of history behind it. You know, like I was just like, man, this is where I want to be in the world. You know, now I can bounce between there and Auckland. I love being here. I'll never not live out of New Zealand. Everybody here, bro, this is me. The people, the connection here, the feeling here. I'm connected to this land. New Zealand gives me a feeling of, it's an earthy feeling, you know. Aussie gives me an airy feeling. Dubai gives me this connected, grateful, spiritual feeling, actually. Sun on me all day, soaking in that good vibe, the heat, the motivation. You roll around places, everybody's doing big. Nobody has that tall poppy syndrome. Nobody's in there going, I'm better than you. They just walk in the walk, bro, and operating through acceptance. Yes, there is a side of it, and I've been warned about this, where, you know, there's superficial. You wouldn't go to Dubai to try and find love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And most of the women there, they look the same. They've all got facelifts. They've all got BBLs and, you know, this, that, the next thing. Not even interested in that over there.
Yeah.
And like people complain about those things. So what are you going looking for it, bro? I came across legends over there. I was talking to some lad in a spa bath at the gym. Bro, within half an hour, we were sitting in the cafe eating, doing a podcast. Because our conversation was so fire, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Connection.
No one judges you, bro. You train at the gym with your shirt off. No one's looking at you. In this country here, they're like, oh, look at this hero, this egotistical guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was something or a lesson that you learned while being over there that you've taken and brought back home with you?
Would be to protect my energy even more. New Zealand here, it's really easy to bring your vibration down when you're around others. So now I will distance myself more from people that I thought were adding value. I'll be careful what I listen to. I'll be careful what I read. Bro, I don't consume content. I honestly don't. I'm a creator and a leader, and I'm here to serve, not here to consume. Protect my energy, bro. New Zealand has this frequency regardless where it's going to bring you down. And everybody that's doing it big overseas that's out of here will agree. So protecting my energy and accepting how I'm going to feel when I'm here is the biggest part. But yeah, blocking those fucking suckers out, bro. Lots of people, since I've become more successful now with money, have come into my space. And I respect that. I see it for what it is. I'm so mindful, bro. And my intuition, my gut, I operate through that. So I see it coming from a mile away. So people that I've been trying to connect with over the last couple of years that are coming back into my space, I'm like, I fucking knew it. You want something or you want to be a part of it, which is great. But I know who my people are, bro. I got a solid inner circle. And they couldn't give a shit if I had $10 or $10 million. Wow. The best part about that is I've been helping everyone out that's important to me, setting them up. I don't want to be the only one winning.
Do you feel like your past sort of travels with you even in luxury, even while you're over there? Do you feel like, everything that, this is the moment that you've been waiting for? I can't wait to get to Dubai. I can't wait to live like this. All those sort of traumas that you went through, do you feel like they follow you even during luxury and success?
Bro, the demons are always going to be there. I wake up every day and I'm not a slave to my mind anymore. I used to be a slave to my mind where it affected me. Now my traumas are my strengths, bro. It makes this journey that I'm on so much more powerful than if it was just, I worked so hard for this. Like, bro, I've been to hell and back so many times. And to get to where I am is like overwhelming. I have so much emotion when I'm in the moment with things like, fuck, I'm doing this. The emotion and the overwhelming feeling, it doesn't actually fully stem from my past traumas. It stems from the fact that I remember where I come from and I can show people they can do this. Bros from the hood, people that are struggling, if they want it, here's the recipe. Come and get it. That's us. Let's do this together. Wow. That's the fulfillment for me.
That's powerful, bro? Because I feel like people will be looking at you now like he's done it. He's healed. He doesn't struggle anymore. All that sort of stuff. Do you feel like you still struggle now?
The quick answer, nah. But if I was to think deep into it, I still have my triggers. I still feel that physical anxiety here and there. So yeah, I turn them into superpowers. I have that view on mental health too. If you're doing all the right things and you're focused on a growth mindset, you're focusing on health and nutrition, movement, hydration, sunlight, movement, oxygen, sleep. I look at anxiety and I go, cool, this makes me overthink, so I'm not going to miss a detail. ADHD. Half the boys call me an iPhone 46. I'm struggling to sit here and not be like, fuck, should we go get a munch? Keen on a sesh? Oh, bro, hold up. Let me put a trade in. Anyway, back to the podcast. ADHD, I can do 7 things at once. And I do that in a way where everything gets done. Depression, that's a sign to get the fuck up, get moving, get out that pity potty. You know something needs to be done. Stop trying to convince yourself it doesn't. It's going to be hard, but it'll all be all right. PTSD, that's a reminder of the good and evil. It comes from our nervous system. PTSD reminds me, that trauma, that stress feeling. It reminds me of where I've come from and the lessons that I can give others and what positions never to put myself in again. You know, I think it's a hard thing to say, and a lot of people might not agree with it. But regardless of where we are in life as adults, everything happened to us because of the choices we made. Whether we put ourselves in that position where we got hurt, or whether we put ourselves in that position where this person fucked us over, like, it is your choice. But you got to go through all of these experiences and traumas to be able to figure out how to protect yourself. You know, you got to go through it to grow from it.
My trauma is my superpower now. I love that line, bro. What scares you now, D? What's your biggest fear?
Nothing.
Yeah?
I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah?
My whole life I was scared. Now I'm just adaptive. If something comes my way and it doesn't quite work out, boom, I accept that, bro. And that's a lot to do with this, man. Like, this may help people out by hearing this, but I read the book. My sister got it for me and she's been through it. Not many people relate to that, what she's been through. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The first chapter in it is You Are Not Your Mind. It teaches you how to become the observer of your mind. So instead of having thoughts and feeling emotions and becoming them, you can learn to acknowledge them and let them pass through you. Your eyes closed, meditating, lying there, eyes open in a conversation, whatever. I pull the weeds out of the garden all the time. I always look after head office. If head office isn't clear, then I know what I need to do. I need to breathe, I need to think, I need to process, and I need to eliminate. Becoming the observer of your mind is what most people need to do, because in my opinion, and from the book and from working with so many people, they are slaves to their minds. They wake up every day and they focus on what the problem is and how it makes them feel and who they're going to talk to validate about it. What about waking up and focusing on the motherfucking solution? Unpacking the layers and figuring out how to navigate your way. Okay, I'm feeling low. I'm not feeling confident. I'm overweight. What do I need to do? Okay, I need to wake up. I need to have a morning routine. I need to exercise. I need to drink water. I need to be in a calorie deficit. I'm unhappy that I can't afford to eat well. I hate the place I live with. My flatmate fucks me up. Okay, I'm going to wake up every day and focus on finding a better job. I'm going to focus on eating better. I'm going to focus on doing what it needs to be done to get myself into my own environment. Those are just like simple things, you know. People just submit and settle for less. Like, just put yourself out there. Just get the fuck up. Put in that work.
Well, 9 months, you've changed the trajectory of your life, which is very, very fast, and the scale of how your life is now and the lifestyle you've built. The faster you rise, the faster you fall. How do you know that you're not going to fall?
Integrity. That's waking up every day and focusing on the pillars of health, bro. Fueling the body, moving, doing the work on head office, helping others, doing things that add value to my life. I'll give you the list of things that are going to make me fall. Bad company, bad energy, unhealthy eating, taking time off my health, taking time off my routine, drugs, alcohol, pharmaceutical medications, eating rubbish like seed oils, sugar, fizzies, deep fried foods, all of those things that fuck with the gut. See, I'll focus on the gut, my hormones, my immunity, and nutrition, hydration, sunlight, movement, oxygen, sleep. That's 9 things that I make sure I tick the box with every day, that I have embedded in people that have put their trust in me as clients. I've seen them grow and thrive, and I've lived this great quality of mental and physical health from it. Gut health is very important. An imbalanced gut microbiome is the recipe for anxiety, depression, poor mental health, low energy, imbalance in hormones, inflammation, and a one-way ticket to acidity, inflammation, cancer, heart disease. All of these things start in the gut. So by focus, like, I can't exaggerate this enough, man. Going from what 99% of the fitness industry do, steroids, fitness supplements, protein bars, focusing on aesthetics, ego operating through the left side of the brain, to wellness, holistic health 90% of the time, gut health, not chasing steroids, focusing on optimizing hormones. Man, my mind is fucking bulletproof, bro. Couldn't even hurt me if you tried. You know what I mean?
Gut health, you are what you eat, eh?
You are what you eat, bro. And don't trust the public health system. Don't trust the public health system. They are backwards with misinformation. They're telling you to eat processed foods. Fuck that, bro. Honestly. Purify your blood. Live with a whole foods approach to your health. 90% of the time you can have that 10% of fun. Detoxify your body from modern day toxins. You'll notice a huge shift in your energy. Positive energy. Thank fuck for Purify Me, bro. Have you been on Purify Me?
Nah, bro.
The greatest of all time.
Wow.
I've been on Purify Me for almost 2 years. Before they came out, I know the CEO, I know the team behind it. It's the only nutraceuticals company on the planet. I went into a lab and did a green laser therapy. They pricked my finger. They took a sample of my blood and put it under the microscope. The cleanest blood they've seen in 3 years.
Wow.
Let's go. These are the pillars of my health now. I can have a sesh, can have a cigarette, can have a vape, can take something like this, and it speeds up the detox process. It allows your body to heal. 10% of the time, if I want to have a treat, it's not going to roll me, you know. 3 products, Pure Gut, the only gut health powder, the only gut microbiome on the planet that your stomach acid doesn't kill. So you're looking at all these probiotics and prebiotics on the shelf. They got a shelf life, but then when they hit your stomach acid, do they work? No.
Wow.
Anti-inflammatory. Even just taking that one part of their product range will change your life in a matter of days. Man, I've got clients that we've cured their eczema in a month that have never got it back. You know, if anybody watching this ever wants proof or results, just go to Purify Me page or come to me. You know, showing results is key. Their second product, Pure Flow, cardiovascular health, detoxifies metals, microplastics, toxins, bad bacteria, parasites out of the body. We're riddled with these things.
But most people still don't know.
They don't know because you don't notice it. But when you eliminate that, your whole quality of life goes through the roof. There's so many benefits just from Pure Flow in itself, you know, obviously, like I said, in cardio, the detox, Pure Mind, the other product, brain cognitive function, sleep enhancer, another metals detox. So you put these 3 together and then Pure Defense, which is what they have, anti-parasite, parasite killer. You're bulletproofing your immune system, which 75% of the immune system lives in the gut. You're detoxifying the body every day from modern toxins and any bad habits and mistakes you've made leading up. You're balancing the gut, you're reducing inflammation, you're optimizing hormone production and balance. And there's many other benefits from it. Skin health, not to mention.
My God.
This is your personal bodyguard for health. It's a matter of time before it gets out there and more people click on. But that's the thing is when you go to a doctor, they focus on everything else apart from gut health. Why? Because they can't make money off a patient that's healed. But you can prescribe the medicine and get a commission. You know, there's a lot of incredible doctors out there. But speaking for the majority of them, to go in and see a doctor and for them to search up on Google what the answer is, we pick 5 things that it could be, and then we focus on one of them. And we hope that it's it. They're actually putting a Band-Aid on things or making things worse. You know, if you go back pre-1909, before Big Pharma was in Western medicine, well, we were. Doctors used to do what naturopaths would do. They would identify and look at a holistic approach to health and identify where the root cause of the problem is and dissolve it or minimize it, eliminate it. Now they just put a Band-Aid on it and then they give you another medication for this, another medication for that. People close to me are fucked for life, nerve damage in the gut, pacing, like just horrendous mental health.
Antidepressants.
SSRIs, you know. That is not the answer. Love, attention, good food, water, a good environment, someone that hears you. Like there's so many different things that can fix and help somebody who's depressed. But their health is the most important part. Their vibration. You know, even medication, bro, going down to frequencies. A lot of people don't know about frequencies. Planet Earth is 528 hertz, which is the frequency of healing. every medication, every sickness is on a frequency. So medication, they'll match the frequency to the sickness to heal it.
Wow.
You listen to music. I mean, I listen to in the 900s, Third Eye, Intuition. I go deep into those things. I don't put it out on socials, but when I listen to that, I feel uplifted, charged, energized, and clear. You know, if you look at the chakras and spirituality, and different cultures, every chakra has a different frequency. The lowest is 200 or 300. The lowest chakras, power, sex, food. You look at what's put out there in mainstream media, on the internet, they're all the lower chakras. Power, sex, food, a sexualized world, a world of power. It's bringing your frequency down as a human.
Oh my God.
You're easily controlled and influenced by media, by government, when your frequency is low. You look at, even for example, porn, the sexualized world. The color of Pornhub is orange. That chakra is orange in the body. Everything's hidden in plain sight to do with the reason why it's there in this world.
Oh my God. I think maybe even some of your followers and listeners would probably be quite surprised with the knowledge that you have around all these different areas, particularly, I know you obviously have DM fitness, but to the extent of what you're sharing here.
Oh, I'm a big believer in, I'm very spiritual with the chakras and geometrics tattled over my body. Not in a way where I'll push it on someone or I'll judge someone. These are just my core beliefs and value. I believe in energy centers and energy. And that's another thing that I've focused on for a long time that has really got me to where I am today. I've done DMT journeys. I've done lots of magic mushroom, psilocybin journeys. And these things have helped me tap into the inner child that was traumatized, you know. So we're all born with a cup full of love. This is what I believe. As we get older, all these holes get poked in it. We become what some would say damaged. My journey has been since doing psychedelic plant medicine, filling those holes again. You know, that abandonment, that anxiety, that lack of self-belief, that lack of self-worth, working on all of those things, working on who I am as a person's filled those holes, filled those cups. But in regards to that knowledge, you know, even with spirituality, if you look at Christianity, Muslim religion, all of these different things, you know, they have faith, bro. Having faith has been another important pillar of my success and my inner health. They all point towards gratitude, manifesting, etc. Gratitude, acceptance. Focusing on that as a belief system has been huge. In regards to the knowledge that I have about this world, I see the world for what it is. Occultism, going down into things, learning about Freemasons, learning about how the world is built, history repeating itself. So many things. Honestly, we could be here for months. That information I don't learn it. I mean, even numerology and astrology as well, incredible. But I don't learn these things to try and get clickbait or anything, you know, like a lot of people out there. I learn them so I have an understanding of the dangers in this world and the hidden dangers that are all hidden in plain sight, in our water, in our food, in the air, the frequencies, in the entertainment, the music. Everything has a subliminal message. You look at the Freemasons. They run this fucking world. America's built off them. They own entertainment. They own media. Number one rules of Freemasons, or one of the rules. I mean, I'm not a Freemason, so I don't know. If you do wrong, it must be told. You cannot do wrong and not tell. So look at all these things they do. It's all hidden in plain sight. Could be in a logo. Could be in something that was said. It's all there. You've just got to know how to find it. And most people are blind to it.
You mentioned all those holes. Each of us has these holes from young.
The cup full of love.
The cup full of love and these holes that life sort of pricks into us. Where do you think you were at? Do you think all those holes for you are filled? Do you think you're whole now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
What makes you think that?
Because that self-love is there, that acceptance for me is here, that mindfulness and that inner experience within myself, man. I can't remember the last time I had a bad day. And I've had a lot of events happen that you could say are a bad fucking day. But yeah, bro, you couldn't hurt me if you tried. I protect my energy now. Traumas, past things have all come up, and I've looked at them and appreciated them because I see the man that's navigated out of it, and I'm proud of myself for what I've done and where I am and how I can actually break down my life experience into a lesson and messaging to help other people, give them a perspective. That's a beautiful feeling for me. I'm going through this and this. If you don't mind, let me sit down and have a yarn about that. I'd like to add some value. Oh, it's cool. They walk away. It might have changed that person's life, changed the course of where they were headed. Because I will be honest here, I did have a lot of times where I was like, fuck, I'm going to shoot myself in the head. Like, sweet, if this doesn't work out, I'll just fucking kill myself. And that was a decade of my life I lived like that. Anybody crush my ego or take the piss out of me, laugh it off, but like, I'm coming for you. You know, it was a sickness inside me, a sick way of living. And a lot of people operate through that. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, I'm a nice person. I consider myself a nice guy. I operate through love and acceptance. I'll never judge anyone. But if you step on my toes and disrespect me or somebody that I love, or you go out of your way to hurt me, I still do live by the laws of the universe. It's an eye for an eye here. You know, you go out of your way, I'll come for you. And I expect every other man that loves and protects somebody to be the same. The law of attraction, the law of giving, the law of love. Those are the laws I follow. Fuck the fucking government laws, you know, unless they're put in place to keep people safe.
Wow, that's powerful, brother. Welcome to the Mellons Show first ad break. For anyone who is wanting to go on a new journey, learn a new skill, we have started our basic beginners boxing fundamentals course. For anyone, if it's your first time, if you're a seasoned member, this is the course for you in the boxing space or fitness space. Click the link below or go to onlineboxingtraining.com and I'll see you guys there. Let's get to mahi, eh? What do you feel like? Because I feel like for you hearing this, a big journey for yourself after all those traumas and what you've been through is learning emotional regulation, learning how to regulate your emotions. And when they do feel, it's something I'm working on currently too. Would you agree with that? That's been something that you've worked on and had to work on over the last decade, as you say?
Oh, yeah. I think that comes with maturity as well. But in saying that, a lot of people don't emotionally mature ever in their lives either. It's that growth mindset, that want and need to do better and be better. For me, that's helped me regulate it. Acknowledging how emotions affect people, including yourself. But that goes back to that mindfulness, bro, becoming the observer of your mind. I think another thing for me as well, I don't react. I mean, I do, but I choose not to react emotionally in the moment. Like, you spit in my face right now. I have to take a breath for a second, but I'm not going to react in the moment. I did a lot of therapy as well after some unfortunate events, you know, and my therapist was honest with me and helped me learn to do this. He said, look, if you're going to react, don't react in the moment. It's going to get you in trouble. Turn up 6 months later and react. Wow. Which is how I started for a start. And I was like, no, I just never will react. But becoming that observer of your mind, that is the pillar for me with my mindset. It's going, oh, that made me feel some type of way. Let that one go. Weeding the garden. But you've got to have an understanding of pain bodies and people around you. This is the second chapter of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. The way everybody treats you, if it's a negative or if they say, you made me feel like this, or they come at you, like, this is a projection of your inner pain. So if you can accept that everyone around you is in pain and that it's not personal, then you won't take it personal.
You're in pain. I can see it. I can hear it on you. Observing the mind, I'm going to walk away now.
Yeah. Oh, okay, bro. Like, I've had situations. Okay, bro. Really? All good, man. Wish you the best, brother. Hey, fuck you. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, you don't want to go there, bro. You're not going to get the reaction that you want. You could, though. You could easily go and do this and that and think up a storm. Yeah. Fuck your day right up, as you could for me. Yeah. You know, but like, that's just the law of most resistance. The path of least resistance is the best. Because then you can keep progressing on those things you want in life. Hey, it's easy. And a lot of people, you've probably might have had people in this scene or seen people that have acted on those emotions and feelings, and now they can't see their kids. Now they can't have a future. Now they're not even free. Yeah. Not even this and that. Because I will be honest, the way I grew up and where I grew up, like, everyone wanted to be a gangster. Everyone wanted to be that hustler. Fuck, half the boys wanted to be a killer. You know? And that's very common more often than not with people.
Where do you think your drive come from? This ambition to, even now that you have achieved a lot of success, you still got a lot of fuel. I can hear it in your voice. You can see it in the way you present yourself. Where do you really think that all comes from to keep going? Nah, the goalposts are shifting continuously. And then once you reach this amount of money, you go back to Dubai, you'll come back and be like, oh, where's next? What's next? Where do you think that all comes from, bro?
I just have the drive to want more. Everything's enough, but I know I can do more. It's all a test to myself to see what I can achieve, really. But I just, honestly, bro, I just really want to pave that financial path and create generational wealth so that my children, their children, and their children's children and children and children don't have to suffer. But create a culture throughout my generations of family where they don't identify through that. They accept everyone. They don't think they're better. You know what I mean? Like, that's my passion and drive right there. I've got work to do to get there. I'm only scraping the surface of where I'm headed. I'm not even 1% of the way there. Where I am right now, people dream to get to. But that just shows how much you can do if you expose yourself to the right things. You put in that work. You put in that effort. You wake up, man, I say this all the time. You need to fucking wake up every day and put in 100% effort on everything. Even if it's folding your clothes or doing this, you know, like taking the trash out. Do everything with 100% effort. Put in the work on those days where you get no return, because one day you're going to have an abundance of everything you ever asked for and some. And that's where I'm at right now.
As I say, you're going to keep on moving, eh? But you're very mindful of being grateful at each step.
Being grateful, bro. And I'm not identifying through it all. It's just part of the journey. Yeah. That's the journey I've chosen to be on. See, if I lost it all today, bro, you best believe I'll wake up tomorrow and figure out how I'm going to get it all back and some. I'm not attached to this. And that's another reason why if I have a loss in trading, I don't give a fuck, because I got the recipe right. So I know on to the next one. It's the same with everything else in life. If you get the recipe for your lifestyle, your mindset, your health, your wealth right, it's just progress from then on in. I'm never going to struggle with money again. I'm never going to have all of those struggles that I had, that lack of money created. And right now, I mean, like, if I could give anyone advice with money, don't fucking focus on buying a flash car or going and getting a flash watch. Focus on not having to be affected by the cost of gas, power, rent, or your home, food.
Day to day.
I spend like $300 a week on passion fruit. You know, my gas bill is like $1,000 a week. Everything, my power's like $2,000 for the month because the heat pump's constantly on, whatever, you know, like that's a level to get to. If you're coming from the struggle, you know, and then from there, then what's next? But yeah, I'm just laying the foundations right now.
Do you think a man should be financially focused on their finance fully?
Focused on purpose, making money with purpose. I say that because every time I've ever focused on making money itself, and that's the core purpose of it, I've never had enough and it's never worked out. I'm constantly focusing on checking it and it's not enough. Focus on the purpose behind it and you'll have an abundance of it.
D, we got some fire off questions for you, brother. What's one habit you swear by?
Smoking cannabis.
Yeah, why?
Oh, it's a good teacher.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nah, that's probably not that. It's just one of my favorite habits. It's not even a habit, actually. It's a daily task. Exercise. Yeah. Exercising daily.
Dubai or New Zealand? Which one feels more like you?
Dubai. Actually, New Zealand. But Dubai, I feel like the highest version of myself, my higher self at all times.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great answer, actually. And I've mentioned it a couple times on the show before. My first day that I ever went to Bali, I had never operated with a frequency like I was operating there, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy, D. It was like I've said this a lot, but I was going up to people, bro, and just like being so loving. Like usually back here, you would hesitate to go up to strangers, or you just wouldn't usually.
Yeah.
Bro, there, hey, love, hey, mate, it's like, bro, give me a hug.
Yeah.
Who's this person? You meet this person, fuck, it was crazy.
Yeah. I'm actually like that on any country where the sun is shining, and it's always the countries that are closest to the equator. When I'm in Fiji, Hawaii, Thailand, Dubai, oh man, we are on a level, bro.
Wow.
But yeah, definitely my higher self there.
Now I want to get to Dubai, bro. I want to get to Dubai.
Come through, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Come through. I'll show you it through my lens as
yeah,
well.
cuz. If you lost it all tomorrow, what's the first thing you'd do?
I'd wake up, create a Microsoft Word document, and I'd map everything out in order, in steps of what I need to be doing. As simple as that. Write it down, put it to a document, tick it off one by one.
When you lose something, or, that's like, oh no, I fucking lost 10 grand, or, none of those emotions really come to you now. It's just, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Word doc, sussed, boom.
Yeah. Problem solving 101. Professional problem solver. Every problem that comes up needs attention, needs to be fast tracked, and we need to keep moving forward. I love that, roadblocks and obstacles, because they come every day.
Yeah.
When I started to focus on tackling every problem when it came and enjoying the process of solving it, life went from all of these big ups and downs, mountains, to just bumps in the road.
What's one thing you wish more young men understood?
How to treat women. They got it backwards out there, bro. And it takes one to know one, right? I've made all the mistakes I've seen in other people, But yeah, how to treat women and children, and what's important. Love. Operating through love and gratitude, acceptance.
Respect, eh?
Respect, yeah.
Beautiful, brother. What's the worst advice you've ever received?
I can't pinpoint anything, to be honest, right now. Actually, in saying that, the worst advice I've ever received is from people that are giving me a solution or results from something they've never had a result from. Confusion. And there's 90% of people are that. Some of the worst advice I've probably received is from things people have watched on TikTok videos and things, Yeah, I don't really take advice from anybody on this planet unless they're getting the results that I want, or unless I deeply know them. The rest of it's confusion, especially financially. There's only 4 people now that I only take advice from, and they're all doing it big. Every time I ask them a question, they put me on the right path.
Being very mindful of who you listen to, eh?
Oh, yeah.
D, who do you know that I should know?
Joel Oliver.
Joel Oliver.
Very, very good friend of mine. He's taught me a lot without teaching me anything directly. Definition of what I call an alpha. Been a good role model as a friend as well. He's the one who opened the doors for holistic health. He's the man behind Purify Me. I'll call him the health CEO. Wow. Incredible man. I'll introduce you to him.
What does an alpha mean to you? Or what does Joel do that sort of symbolizes alpha to you?
Alpha to me is a man who can operate through love and acceptance, a man that can show love and acceptance everywhere, but also has a skill set behind him. He's healthy. He leads by example. He gives a great perspective on things, and he sees things as a whole instead of this aggressive, power-driven, one-sided, fuck you up, come fuck your day right up, come fuck your missus. All those, the typical man out there right now is like, okay, fuck off.
Wow.
Do the work, mate.
Who's the most impressive person you've ever met?
Probably my current partner, to be honest.
Yeah, wow.
Where she is in life and how she carries herself and how she handles herself and the ethic that she has, what she's been through and what she has achieved. I'm just mind blown by her. I worship the ground she walks on. Respect her so much. So many levels. Yeah, she's definitely the most impressive person I've met. It's
bro.
inspired me.
You'll get some extra points on that one too if she's listening to this one. You'll get some.
Yeah.
D, I want to go to your younger self.
Mhm.
Younger D. It could be that young boy that's sort of a little bit lost in Dunedin. Can be any age you want. What's the one thing you want to say to him, bro?
Never give up. Everything you're going through is temporary. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Because the man I am now is exactly the man my younger self needed.
It's literally the mission here
Mm-hmm.
on the show, what you've just said.
Yeah.
It's to be the man that you needed when you were younger.
Yeah, bro. And I understand the man that I needed back then is the man that everyone around me needed as well.
Mm.
You know, and that's a really cool thing to think of and acknowledge there. Since being in health and fitness, I had a lot of people come into my space that I grew up with, like, "Wow, you've done well." Since being in the trading and helping people make money and showing my success and story journey, everyone's come in my space from all these different chapters and journeys in life, all these different places I've lived. And it's been cool. It's been cool reconnecting.
You mentioned your younger self wanting to meet the man that you are today. What about future D? What does he look like? What's he doing? 5, 10 years, who's the man you want to meet in 10 years' time?
That financially free, I don't know if it's the word financially free, actually. It's a stronger version of who I am now, a more certain and more experienced version, living with the values and the pillars and the beliefs that I live with today. Yeah. Having my own family, wifed up my wifey. So yeah, just a more well-established version of myself that can deliver my life experience and journey 10 times better than I have today. We never stop learning, right? Like the lessons that I'm going to have there. I'm always going to be somebody that learns and teaches and guides, you know. I always like to put it out there.
You cuz.
Yeah.
D, my final question is, if you had to erase everything, all the apps, all the businesses, all the content, all the social posts, everything that you've shared, and you had 60 seconds left, what's the one final thought you'd want to leave with the world?
The only thing that you're ever going to take to the grave is here. Everything that you've ever needed is inside you. If you're out there looking for things externally, start looking within. Because that was me for a long time. I was chasing happiness externally and I never found it. When I started to work on that within me, it all started to come.
D Mellon, ladies and gentlemen. My bro, where can the people find you, cuz? Where can the people find you? Or your socials?
So on Instagram is where I mainly post, where I do my daily life. So DM Fitness NZ. If you like making money or you want to take the risk with some guidance, then DM Trading NZ.
No, tune in, whānau. You go find D stuff and we'll make sure we drop all his social links below. Make sure you're following The Martin Show right here. Subscribe to the channel right here and we're going to be back next week for another episode. We may be in Bali as well. Kia ora, team. Thank you.